Should I smile, or would you prefer the Edward G. Robinson look? I could...
Profile, please.
I'm sorry?
Turn sidewise, toes on the red line. Come on, let's go.
Look, the sooner you cooperate, the sooner we can get on with this.
Get on with what, if I might ask?
Taking your fingerprints.
This way, Mr. Quarterman.
This is the most degrading thing I've ever been through.
I'll have to ask you to take off your belt, sir.
Well, that's even more degrading yet.
Sorry, it's just procedure.
What's it take to become a police officer these days? Certainly not sensitivity or flexibility or any regard for a decent human being.
Just doing my job. Now, will you empty your pockets, please?
Hey, here's where you sign.
Well, my hands are all covered with ink. Thank you. May I keep the pen as a souvenir?
Handle that, Mr. Quarterman.
Any trouble, officers? Nothing we can't handle. Everything all right, Edward?
Oh, yeah, it's almost as much fun as getting a driver's license. Well, now I suppose it's time for the official questioning. I don't see your rubber hose, Commissioner.
If you recall when I read you your rights, I said you could have a lawyer present.
Well, my attorneys get very large fees. Are you sure that's absolutely necessary?
I usually recommend it in cases as serious as this.
Look, you already have my confession. I don't know what more we have to talk about.
Your statement was made in informal surroundings. You're going to have to reiterate it again just for the record. Also, any other pertinent details which may be proof of the allegations.
I suppose there'll be witnesses present, other people to take it all down.
And type it, after which you'll be asked to sign it.
Yeah, just like at the office.
I really think you should have a lawyer here, Edward.
I've told you before it is not necessary. Unless, of course, you plan to ask me some questions of a very tricky nature.
All right. I'll give you a sneak preview. How did you know that Beatrice was allergic to that drug, the one that killed her?
Well, you know, with two doctors in the family, all those hospital tests of Beatrice at the hospital, full knowledge of hospital procedure, any clever man could have figured it out.
Which apparently you did.
I'm an extremely clever man, Scorpio, as you're going to find out when we start playing 20 questions.
Take this man to his cell.
Should he get the usual shower and denims?
The works. I want no favors shown.
Wait, well, no, wait.
You heard him. Let's go, Quartermain.
Maybe I should go check on Lila. It's been over an hour since she fainted.
She'll get up when she's rested, Monica.
Yeah, I suppose sleep is the best thing for her.
No, our big problem right now is my father.
You know, I almost fainted.
I don't think he did it.
He confessed to it.
Not because he did it, though.
Well, it's usually why most people confess, Alice.
Yeah, unless, of course, they're covering up for somebody else.
Oh, no, Edward is not the type.
Unless, of course, they're covering up for somebody else who happens to be very close to them.
Lila?
I think that's exactly why my father came out with that confession. It was something that would just throw Scorpio off track.
The track leading to Lila?
Yes, because she's the logical suspect.
Well, it's a possibility.
I just don't think that my father would confess otherwise. He's too crafty for that. I think that he would either have a good alibi or an alternative theory if he wasn't really guilty.
Was his conscience?
What do you mean?
Well, you've seen how he's been acting lately. I mean, he's walking around like a great burden is on his shoulders.
A guilty conscience, you mean?
Yes, Alan, he did give Beatrice a drug. What if he had Lila's medicine as a backup?
Look, even if he did give Beatrice the drug, I don't think that he knew about the allergy.
No, I don't think he did. I think it was an accident. It was exactly what Scorpio said. It was involuntary manslaughter.
Yes, but Father confessed to murder.
Well, maybe because in his mind he thought he had done it. Look, the mind is a very powerful thing, Alan. And he's been carrying this around with him. I think he probably would have confessed to anything.
I think you're grasping at straws.
No, I don't think I am.
Look, I think that Father was simply covering up for Mother. That's all. I mean, you could tell by the way he blurted the thing out. I mean, as soon as Scorpio started to accuse her, he immediately jumped in with this thing because if he wouldn't have, Mother would have wound up in jail. It is a simple case of a man protecting his wife. That's it.
It is not that simple because I don't happen to believe Lila is capable of murdering anything.
Well, I don't think that she did it either.
Well, then I don't understand.
I think maybe somebody else did it, Monica. Someone else was trying to frame my mother.
Where did they get the drugs?
Obviously a prescription. Now, we have to find out who has had that same prescription in the last few weeks.
Now, who's grasping at straws?
Maybe I am grasping at straws, Monica, but I'll tell you, not for 1 second can I possibly believe...
Children,
Oh, Mother, what are you doing up?
Stella tells me they've taken him away. That Edward is in jail. Is that true?
Oh, well, yes, he left with Scorpio, but we really don't know.
I will not have him spend so much as one night in jail. They'll arrest him, put him in a cell, and he hasn't had his dinner yet. Call John Everett and have him get him out immediately.
Well, we already thought of that, Mother. He's not in town.
We thought about getting another lawyer, but then we didn't think we should.
No, I didn't think that Father would approve.
No, I suppose you're right. Edward would want to keep it quiet, and he'd like to remain in the family, so to speak.
Well, I don't really see that we have much choice at the moment except to wait until tomorrow.
Well, I suppose he's capable of roughing it for just one night.
Might even do him some good.
I'll take him down some food and his shaving kit and, oh, yes, his silk robe. He's naked without that. Though I suppose, really, a sweater would be more practical.
Oh, do you really think they're going to charge him?
I think they probably already have.
Not to worry, children. I know my Edward, and he didn't kill anyone. You know, I have an idea that his confession was part of some master plan, which he will doubtless reveal to us in his own good time.
Let's hope so.
Oh, he will, Alan, because your father is far too clever a man to get mixed up in something like this.
Just one moment. Where are the restroom facilities?
Right over there in the corner. All the luxuries of home.
Well, good Lord. There's no door. There's not even a partition.
You're lucky to have a private cell. With 5 or 6 guys in the tank, it gets pretty embarrassing sometimes.
I thought I wasn't supposed to get special privileges.
Well, the holding tank was full.
What is that smell?
Disinfectant. You'll get used to it after you've been here a while.
Well, I have no intention of being here more than overnight.
Well, that's what they all say until after the first week or two. And then the hopelessness sets in. Depression. You know why I took your belt?
I saw the movie.
Well, the difference between this and the movies is that in here the lights never come up.
I'll yell if I need anything.
Don't expect an answer.
Yes. You're still sane if you hear the bedbugs talking. But when you start to talk back, watch out.
fail to see any reason for surprise, officer. I am, after all, the prisoner's wife.
I realize that, Mrs. Quartermain.
Well, I have the right to see my husband, don't I?
Of course you do.
Mrs. Quartermain has gone to a lot of trouble to be here.
We brought food and his shaving kit and a few other things.
As I've tried to explain, Mrs. Quartermain, visiting hours are over. After 6 p.m., we lock the doors and nobody gets in.
Now, you listen to me, young man. Either you let me in, or I shall go over your head.
This is a surprise.
Oh, Robert, thank God. At last, a familiar face.
Commissioner, Mrs. Quartermain just wants to see Mr. Quartermain, and this man, this guard, just won't let us pass.
Well, I've tried to explain the rules, sir.
I'm his wife, Robert. Surely you make exceptions for wives.
Usually they don't.
Oh, I just don't understand. I find this all quite unacceptable. All I want to do is see my husband, and, well, by the way that you're all acting, I don't even know that he's all right.
He's fine.
Oh, well, then why can't she go see him?
Please, Robert, please.
All right. We'll have him brought up to one of the interrogation rooms.
No. That won't do at all. I wish to see him in his cell.
I don't think that's such a good idea.
Why not? Is it that dreadful? I do hope that it's a single they've given him because, well, I want him to have some privacy for the dinner I bought him.
I believe it's a single.
Yes, sir, it is. No room in the tank.
Lucky him.
I'm waiting.
Okay, but Stella will have to stay here.
Oh, fine. Jails hold no appeal to me.
Shall we go?
Well, first I'm going to have to check through these bags.
Well, please do. You'll find that I've brought nothing illegal.
What have we got here? We've got a sweater, a gown, we've got a change of underwear, we've got socks, a manicure kit. Here's a problem.
What?
The nail file. It's going to have to stay behind.
Well, you don't think he'd, like they do in the movies, saw his way out?
Well, we don't take any chances here, Lila. I've got a picnic basket here. Well, pate, Cornish game hen, croissant, grapes, and a thermos of very dry martinis. And a bottle of fume walk.
And the corkscrew is the kind that you don't need a screw for.
Harmless enough.
Dear, I just remembered. I didn't bring any ice or an ice bucket, and Edward hates his wine warm, and, oh, I did want everything to be special.
That's all right. I'll just send one of the officers down to that little place on the corner to get some ice, see what they've got anyway. All right?
Okay, sir. You're the boss.
Right.
You know, he was very uncivil to us.
Well, I apologize for that, Lila. I expect he was just doing his job.
Well, don't worry. I have no intention of filing any complaints.
Thank you.
Anyway, Edward will only be here this one night. You know, he didn't kill that woman, Robert, and I'm sure as soon as his lawyer turns up tomorrow, everything will be worked out.
I certainly hope so.
He's innocent, Robert. I'm positive of it.
If that's the case, Lila, why did he confess?
No, he has his own good reasons.
You don't know them?
Robert, patience. All will be revealed in his own good time.